Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling from a very rainy Grand Lake. Got the Toyota Series tournament. Actually, when you watch this video, I'll be fishing the tournament. But got a sort of a special video for you guys. You guys know that have watched the channel for a long time. You know that I've been fishing Grand Lake since I was a little kid. And I got something really special I want to show you here on the lake that I just came up upon it here. Brought back a lot of memories, so I thought you guys might enjoy it. And you guys can probably relate to this as well. So we're going to get in that in today's video. Also, guys, just wanted to extend a big thank you out there to everybody that's been taking time to use my Tackle Warehouse link that I put in the description of the video. That means a lot to me and my family for you guys to use that link. So if you're one of the people that are doing that, I really want to extend a big thank you to that. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you. I'm out here on the Elk River arm at Grand Lake, and take a look at this boat ramp here. You guys see that boat ramp right there? That boat ramp right there, it's a little residential neighborhood that comes down in there. This is the ramp right here that my dad, when he took me fishing down here at Grand Lake when I was a little bitty kid, this is where we would always launch at here. Now, this was back in like 1968, 1969, you know, early 70s, something like that. We would come down here, and back then, you know, Dad had a 1956 Chevrolet pickup, and we had a little 16-foot Starcraft aluminum boat with a 28-horse Evinrude. It had a little trolling motor on the back of it. And man, I remember I couldn't relate because Mom would, you know, she'd get up in the morning and she'd fry some chicken and make a lunch for us. We'd take with us, and we'd come down here and launch on this ramp. Usually, you know, with a friend of ours, Dad and a friend of ours, we'd go fishing out here. So we'd always take out with a little Starcraft here. And then we'd run way up the Elk River there to where, you know, my old stomping grounds where Edwin Evers won the Classic. That's where we'd go every time. And we'd go up there, and there's two or three different things we do. We'd either troll for white bass, or we'd fish those big hellbenders. You've heard me talk about the hellbender up there. Just fishing that big white hellbender up here in Elk River. And like I said, you can't believe the hogs that you used to catch at Grand Lake on that white hellbender. But I remember one trip we were up here. I remember it was a spring day. You know, we launched here on the ramp, and we'd been fishing for 4 or 5 hours, and a storm came up. And, you know, and I was like, you know, 7 or 8 or 6 or 7 years old. And when you're 6 or 7 years old, I mean, everything is magnified. So anyway, the storm came up, and looking back now, it was probably like 25-mile-an-hour winds and rain and some, you know, just the storm come through. And I remember it was real rough out there, out in the Elk River here, and I was super scared. I was like, I'd sit in the front of the boat all the time, and you know, Dad would be driving back with the steering wheel, and I remember how petrified I was, and I was crying that I was so scared about these waves out there, because they're probably only like 2 foot, but they seemed like they were 10 foot tall when you're 6 years old. But I remember we pulled back up here at the ramp, you know, and got over there, and I was all crying and upset, and Dad was telling me it'd be okay and everything. And I remember we got home, and you know, I remember Dad saying something. Mom goes, my mom's name's Darlene. Dad goes, Darlene, man, I think I ruined Randy. I think I scared him today. He's probably never going to want to go fishing again. But that didn't keep me fishing. But I remember how scared I was in that little boat there. But anyway, guys, just a really fond memory here, man. That little nondescript ramp, it doesn't look like much to most people, but it's got brings back a lot of really great memories for me. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that. A lot of you guys probably have some memories when you were a little kid too, but this is one for me that will always be on the top of my mind. So talk later.